Am I back? Fucking seems so. Look how much fucking rain it is. So I'm back in the UK, and here's why. About 4 months ago, I had to leave Vietnam because they had an election to change who was actually in control of the country, or Hanoi. I'm not really too sure about that one, but basically everyone that was on a business or working visa needed to have a work permit. Now, these work permits are essentially a 2-year visa. Most people are either on a 1-month extension or a 3-month visa. And what would normally happen is after your 3 months, maybe 2 months and 3 weeks, you get on a plane, leave the country, come back in about 2 or 3 days, go on a little holiday, and they would call that a visa run. So after I had my first visa run, all the corona happened, and from then they just extended the visa every 3 months. So I would go down to an agent, he would take my passport, it would get sent to Saigon, and then within a week it would come back, and I have another 3 months. So anyway, back to they had an election and they changed the rules, so everyone had to have a 2-year, it's called a work permit. So I go down to my agent because it's a week left before my extension is due. I give it to him. He messaged me the next day saying, oh, we don't do the 3-month anymore, that's stopped, but we do the 1 month, but it's for the same price. So I said, okay, I'll come down, get my passport, I'll try and get a work permit, which is a 2-year visa, and we'll go from there. So I try and look around, and the criteria is you've got to have your degree sent from your country, so it's proofed, and then you've got to and it takes a month for it to happen. So I was like, the next day I took my passport down. I said, look, I'll have the 1 month, I'll try and get the work permit, and then we'll go from there. He then said, everything's changed again. We don't extend the working or business visas anymore. So I was then having 6 days to collect my whole life and move it out the country before I get essentially blacklisted. Now, I could have stayed there. I've heard stories of people just living there and they don't need visas, because people don't go around going, oh, can I look at your visa? It just doesn't happen. Even if you get pulled over by the police, it never happens. But then I can never leave Vietnam. So it was a bit, so I was like, okay. So I had 6 days to buy a ticket, get a negative test result within 48 hours of leaving the country, and then have a day 2 and a day 8, which I didn't know about, delivered in this country, right? So I get my, what do? I get my ticket, I leave Hanoi, I pack up all my things, I say goodbye to the people that the tower I live in, and I get on a plane and I go to Saigon to see a couple of friends. After that, I got a negative test result. Thank God. Can you imagine getting stuck in Saigon? So I get on a plane to Singapore, and now they're a green country and Vietnam was an amber country at the time. So I thought things were pretty open, pretty safe. So I wanted to see, because they have, in this airport, they have swimming pools, theatres, they have a big fountain. It's like the best airport in the world. So I was like, right, the layover is 18 hours. So when I land there, it's just basically quarantine again. They put us into this lounge where there was like a vending machine, a little shop with a person, loads of seats, a climbing frame, and then this area that you could sleep down there. So I'm here for 18 hours. Oh my God. So anyway, I stayed there for 18 hours, got back on a plane, came back to the UK. Oh no, before that, I was at the airport in Saigon, and they were like, you have to have a day 2 and a day 8 test kit sent to the UK. And I thought, well, I don't have that. She was like, oh, we can fill it up here. So if you know me and you've been following for a long time, you know that I go always an hour before the plane takes off. I'm essentially walking through the door an hour before the plane goes off. I've never missed a plane. I've been running to get a plane, mind you, though. And so this woman, she had very good English, and she helped me out a lot at the desk. She got it sorted out, but it was like, she was like saying, oh, you have to hurry up. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm filling out these forms and it's going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Anyway, we got there in the end. I flew to Singapore, found out that I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. Then I'm on a plane back to the UK. Now, on the plane, you had to wear a mask unless you were eating or drinking. Now, you know that it's free drink on the long haul. I didn't put my mask on once. until landing. As soon as they were giving out drinks, I had a drink and I drank all the way home. 13 hours of Heineken. So then I land in the UK. I have my test result. I have my test kits got. I go straight home because that's very important, and I stay in the same place for about 8 days until I was negative test results. So that's why I'm home. And so if you've got this far in the video, thank you very much. Love you so much. This channel will probably kick off again, maybe in January, but I'm in the process of training for a job that's taken up all my time. And when I'm not training, I'm running or helping out a friend who's lost a lot of people due to the coronavirus, and he can't essentially work on his own. So I'm helping him as much as I can. After November, if I pass, life sort of goes back to normal, and then maybe January, February, the videos will start regularly coming back in. So don't unsubscribe, because in the last 8 months, I haven't uploaded, and I've lost about 30 subscriptions. So just leave it there. It's no harm if it's there, just leave it there, okay? And I will be back. And the thing is about the new things that I want to do is, for instance, one of the things I want to do in about 10 years is climb Everest. And I know many people do this and they go to base camp, but I actually want to go to the top. And it's like 8,000 meters and it'll be a lot. So hopefully in 2023, I'm going to climb Mont Blanc, which is 4,000 up in France somewhere, and they do a tour, and it's like, so I want to see if I can do that. But the thing with the next couple of years, my adventures and things I'm going to do are going to become more stupid and silly. So it's like it's a big circle back to when I was like 16 to 18. So thank you very much. Don't unsubscribe, but this might be a last video for a while. Thank you.